Hello, everybody. This is Dfs Chan coming to you here to talk about tomorrow morning's LOL Dfs Slate for March 11th. So yeah, let's dive in. Just a quick recap. It's yesterday we had like a 3-game slate, funky 3-game slate. I think 2 LCK games and 1 LPL game. I think Sandbox was dealing with some COVID issues, so I think they were ruled out, right after the slate locked. So it was a fiasco. But today, we don't really have to worry about that. We don't really have many COVID issues to worry about. So yeah, let's dive in. It's a 5-game slate today. 3 games in China in LPL, and then 2 games in LCK for Korea. So let's talk about the Chinese games first. JDG is the first, or in the first matchup, JDG is a big favorite at -800 over Thundertalk. JDG has been playing really well lately, and Thundertalk is obviously one of the bottom tier teams. So it explains the, big favorite odds for JDG. And then the total kills over under is set at 26. I'm just gonna go through it real quick, and then I'll dive into each matchup in more detail. And then RA versus Ultra Prime is the second matchup, where Adam is a slight favorite at decent favorite, sizable favorite at -275 over Ultra Prime, who's been playing pretty bad as well. But Rare Adam has been playing bad too, so it's not like, I think it's more of a toss-up than the odds indicate. And then Top Esports at -122, a slight favorite over Weibo Gaming, very surprisingly. And then total kills over under for all 3 LPL games are set at 26 kills. So similar kill upside. Honestly, I was surprised to see that Top Esports is a favorite here over Weibo Gaming when I, made this tweet. So maybe I'll check right now to see if the odds are the same. But yeah, so let's look at that real quick. I use Bovada typically if the odds are available. Sometimes they're not available if there's like a COVID news or some other breaking news that could impact the betting. But here, as you can see, yeah, you see Top Esports is still a favorite. I mean, it's like kind of like a toss-up, even odds, but still, I mean, you see Top Esports is a slight favorite here over Weibo Gaming. So I do want to see, is that 122, 125, 275, 800? Yeah, so they're about the same. So anyway, so yeah, let's dive into the first matchup: Thundertalk versus JDG. I'll just go through the roster comparison, and then I'll go through the match history, which helped a lot last time out. So Thundertalk, again, they're starting Chieftain and UCal, the Korean imports in the jungle mid. They played decent last time out, I thought. I thought they had a chance, actually, when they played. Let me see here. LPL, where are you at? There you go. Thundertalk JD Gaming here. I'm just trying to remember who they play against. Okay, Ultra Prime, yeah. So I thought they could have beat Ultra Prime, in my opinion. But Ultra Prime is, one of the bottom tier teams as well. As you can see here, Ultra Prime, Thundertalk here. So as you see, JD Gaming is in the 6th spot. Thundertalk is in the 16th spot. JD Gaming has been in decent form, winning the last 3, and then 4 out of 5, whereas Thundertalk has lost 6 out of the last 7, and then 8 out of the last 10. So Thundertalk has been pretty bad. Now, is their form up so that they have a chance at JDG? Like a roster comparison, like I said, Kanavi, huge favorite over Chieftain. Yagao has been playing pretty well, but actually the real reason why JDG has been playing well is 369's form has come up. He's been playing more of the champions that he's comfortable with. They're not forcing him to play like the meta champs So I like that he sometimes plays Kennen, his comfort pick. And I do think he is much better than New. New's form has been horrible this year. So I think in every single lane, I think JDG has a chance. I think UCal's been doing okay. It's just their whole team is pretty bad, the remainder of the team. So I think Hope and Missing are definitely better than Puff and Southwind. So I think I'm going to have to go with JDG here in almost every single lane. So, and looking at the match history, like I said, let's see who Thundertalk has beat. They beat FPX, so that's a really good win, obviously. And then Anyone's Legend, a really good win as well. It looks like, I mean, they've been taking teams to 3 games. Like you see that they took 1 game off of Rare Atom, LGD, 2 games obviously for against FPX, and then 1 game against LNG, and then Ultra Prime. So yeah, I mean, that tells me that there is a good chance that Thundertalk can take this, not only can take this to 3 games, but if obviously a game breaks here and there, they could win a series. Now JDG, let's say like what their vulnerabilities have been like. They had beat LNG, who's been struggling a little bit recently, and then they beat Victory 5, which was like probably the most impressive win that I've seen out of JDG in a while. And then they beat Ultra Prime. But they've been winning 2-0, you see. Like JDG has been playing really well. I mean, clean. And then let's see, BLG. I mean, BLG is a good team, but they still went to 3 games. So like I said, like it can break your way in 1 game and then you can win a series. I think all these teams are good enough to do that. They have beat AL, Anyone's Legend, in 3 games, 3-3-3, and then they started winning 2-0. So that's interesting. I think Billy Gaming probably lost because in the bottom lane. Yeah. Because Weiwei has been playing pretty bad. I do want to see this real quick. Sorry, guys. I know Breathe has not. 19-4. Yeah, the bottom lane. The top lane. See, when 3 and play some weird ass champs, they can lose. But am I scared of New? No. Am I scared of their bottom lane? No. I mean, they won against Ale, Rich. So top lane is not the issue. Yeah, maybe the bottom lane. The bottom lane, I'm not scared. I mean, it's Puff and Southwind. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go JDG. I don't think Thundertalk really has a shot, but there's a good chance that they take a game in a series. So like it can go to 3 games, but I don't think it's as like a slam dunk as many people are thinking it to be. So depending on what the combined kills per minute is, and the if it's like it's projected to be really bloody game, I might take a shot at Thundertalk, just for the kill upside in a matchup. But if not, then I'll probably just skip Thundertalk as a GPP consideration and just go with JDG. But for now, I'm gonna say JDG wins. I do think they're gonna win 2. Thundertalk has been taking teams to 1. So consider TT only if CKP is very high. Yeah. So I'll come back to that after we look at the CKP metric. All right. All right. The second matchup is Rare Atom versus Ultra Prime. Okay. So Rare Atom versus Ultra Prime. Both teams struggling. Let's look at their standings respectively. Rare Atom should be like in the middle of, yep, they're in the 9th spot, and then Ultra Prime is in the 13th spot. So, I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, I think it's more of a toss-up than this indicates. I mean, let's see. You see Hacker and Crying versus Leanne and Strive. Yeah, I'm going to have to give an edge to Leanne and Strive. Allies has been playing pretty well. And Cube, I mean, I think Allies can definitely hold his own here. And then Elk and Shoutzy versus Ivory Yanja. I think that's a wash. So right now, I mean, like based on the roster comparison, I think it's a wash, to be honest. I do want to see what their recent form is like. Surprisingly, Rare Atom has won 5 out of the last 6 matchups. That is very surprising. Actually, I had no idea they've been winning that many games. So that is catching me off guard a little bit. So that's very impressive. But let's see who they beat. So they lost to OMG in the most recent game. OMG is a decent team. They've been falling off a little bit on the standings, but I think that's still a good win for OMG. And especially Rare Atom was on a 5-game winning streak, right? So, and then Rare Atom beat WE. Okay, they're terrible, even though they won today against IG. I think that's I'm not concerned about that one. And they beat FPS, who's been struggling a little bit. They beat RNG. Yeah, that was like a real surprising one because RNG had been playing really well back then, and they still are one of the elite teams. And then they beat Thundertalk. Okay, so not impressive. RNG is the only one impressing me so far. And then maybe FPX. And then they beat LGD. So yeah, I mean, I think those were really easy games. Adam could be like the splits gatekeeper team. They beat all the bad teams, but then RNG, yeah, I mean, that's surprising. I think that could have been a trap game for RNG though, because I remember said that last time, just looking at RNG's schedule, that they might have been looking ahead to their matchup against, was it Wable Gaming or one of the good teams, Victory 5 maybe? I think Victory 5. So anyway, I think their wins are more embellished than they indicate because they played against a lot of bad teams along the way, like LGD, Thundertalk, WE. So 3 out of those 5 wins, I'm not that impressed. Okay, let's look at Thundertalk to see if they, Ultra Prime, to see if they have get enough form or skills to be able to pull up an upset, right? So Ultra Prime beat Thundertalk. Okay, cool. Thundertalk's bad, so I'm not counting that really, giving that much thought. And then Victory 5 lost 2-0. Victory 5 is really good. JD Gaming is really good. So I'm not concerned about those. They beat WE. Okay, I'm not impressed with that. It's really like they lost all the games they should have lost. They beat all the teams they should have beat. They beat OMG. And OMG lost to OMG beat Rare Atom. Yeah, I mean, I think they have lost against teams that have good mid laners. Does Rare Atom have good mid laner? Strive, yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty good. I think it's a toss-up though. I think both teams are alive. I think Ultra Prime is a live dog, depending on I think they're a live dog. I mean, I think it's a toss-up. No matter what the ZKPM is, I think Ultra Prime can definitely pull this off, in my opinion. So I think Ultra Prime makes a very interesting GPP play today. I think good leverage. I think, and also at the same time, though, a lot of people don't believe in rare items just from talking with other people in the industry. So maybe rare items ownership will be lower too. But let me look at the roster real quick again and kind of make my prediction, because the schedule comparison is not really telling me an edge. So usually I have a pretty good idea as to who I think will win after looking at all those. But so far I'm kind of stuck. I mean, I think it's going to come down to the bottom lane. I do think top lane allies is better, but jungle mid, I think for Adam is a little bit better. I think I prefer Strive over Crying, but Strive has not been playing well as he used to be. He used to play. And Hacker and Leanne, I mean, their range of outcomes is so high and can vary. So on any given day, either of them can win. So I think it's gonna come down to the bottom lane. Who do I favor over Elk, High Boy, Chaozi, Yuyanja? I want to see this one thing real quick. Elk and Chaozi definitely playing much more aggro, higher kill participation. Yeah, I mean, Strive has been playing a little bit better, but I'll look at one more thing. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that I see everything to get an edge, because sometimes, it takes time, like, to just go over everything. I do want to see one more thing, the team comparison here. All right, so given all of that, I think I'm gonna go with Rare Adam to win. But I think Ultra Prime is definitely a viable underdog today. So I'm gonna say Rare Adam wins 2-1. Ultra Prime definitely a live dog. Elk and Chaozi should have advantage for UP, but Strive over Crying. All right, so I think that's a toss-up. So that's interesting. And then let's look at the last matchup in the LPL, the marquee matchup between Top Esports and Weibo Gaming. Both teams playing really well. Do I think it's a toss-up? Yes. Who do I think will win? I don't know yet. Again, Top Esports is a slight favorite. As you guys can see, they're in the top 5 on the standings. Yeah, I mean, I would compare all these players, except they're all playing really well. I mean, the Shy is playing out of his mind. He's calmed down a little bit the last couple games, but I still give him the edge over Wayward. SOFM, Tian. I think Tian has been playing much better lately. So that's why they haven't been subbing him out or anything like that. But I think that's a wash here. I mean, I think both junglers are okay. I mean, they're good, but they're not great. Like, they're not as great as like Kanavi or, you know, some players like that. Super junglers. Knight has been playing much better form lately. Angel has been too. So I think Angel on some champions, he can be better than Knight. So depending on the champ selection, I think there's an edge there. And then JackeyLove has been playing out of his mind. I really like him. I like his way of playing today against Weibo Gaming, and I have to give an edge to JackeyLove over Fun Fang. And then Mark and On about the same, but Mark has been supporting JackeyLove and Tian really well. So I do like that there. So yeah, let's look at their match history again. Top Esports is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak. As you guys can see, that's why they're a favorite in this matchup. Weibo Gaming have won 9 out of the last 10. So yeah. I mean, like, stylistically, I think Top Esports has been more of an aggressive team against their opponents. Weibo Gaming has lost to RNG, but like I said, RNG is the elite team in my opinion. They're the third in this on the standings, but Weibo Gaming has beat, I mean, other good teams as well. Let's see, they have beat, I mean, OMG maybe, LNG. Yeah, I mean, that's a good team. And then they beat EDG, FPX, V5, AL. So, and then Top Esports, let's say, all right, let's look at the winning streak of Top Esports and then see what quality teams they beat, right? So they beat LNG, quality team, that's 1. BLG, quality team, 2. EDG, very quality team, 3. FPX, quality team, borderline, so 4. And JDG, quality team, 5. And then Thundertalk. So anyway, so 5 out of 6. I mean, 4.5 out of 6 maybe. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really good matchup. But I do think, let's see, I mean, Top Esports has been winning 2-1, right? So if they win, I think it's going to be 2-1. And Weibo Gaming has been winning here and there, 2-1, 2-0. So I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I do think the fact that Weibo Gaming lost to RNG, good mid laner. I don't think Knight has been that good. So let's look at some stats, okay? So Top Esports Gaming, let's look at all split as to what they've been doing. Yeah, I mean, all split, Weibo Gaming probably has better metrics because they've been a better team for throughout the entire split, even though Top Esports has been lights out the last 2-3 weeks. So Weibo Gaming 53, 50, 52. Top Esports taking advantage of that. So yeah, Top Esports form has been coming up. I do want to see here, Top Esports, Weibo Gaming. Sword are starting again? No, On is starting, huh? That is interesting. Sword Art started last time out. Oh, they're going back to On. Okay. Not that it really makes a huge difference, but Sports. So Knight's form actually has been coming up. Yeah. So I think Knight has an advantage over Angel just based on the recent form. And I'm a little worried about the top half to try SOFM versus Wayward and Tian. Yeah, I'm gonna have to favor Top Esports. I mean, just based on that, and they beat good teams. Yeah, I think. Yeah, let me look at one more thing here. Yeah, I mean, SOFM has been playing better than Tian. Tian has been better since patch 12.02. Yeah, this is tough. This is very tough. That's why if metrics would tell me otherwise. All right, I'm gonna go with Top Esports, just based on the fact that Knight's form has been better than Angels recently, and then Jackie Love's over Hunfeng. So I'm gonna do that. TS wins 2-1, maybe 0. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Weibo game, definitely a live dog. Knight and Jackie Love, better form than Angel and Hanfeng, but worried about SOFM and the Shy over Tian and Wayward. All right, so that's it for China. I do want to quickly look at the combined kills per minute. So let's look at that. Since we have Top Esports and Weibo Gaming, it's 0.78. Let's see more recent. 0.80 is about the same, little faster. Weibo Gaming has been playing really much faster. So been playing faster lately, around 0.8, let's say 0.85. All right, and Weibo Gaming faster, slightly. All right. Rare Atom, Ultra Prime, 0.86 on average. And let's look at more recently. So Ultra Prime has been playing faster. Nope. slower rather. But Rare Atom has been playing faster. So 0.85. Yeah, similar. Rare Atom has been playing slower most recently. And Ultra Prime 0.85, 0.88, 0.90. So Ultra Prime has been playing slower and playing slower lately, both teams. Rare Atom up and down. I think 0.78 is about what they're at, 0.77. For both teams. So I think that should be lower. Well, 0.84 over 0.8. Yeah, today's is gonna be tough in measuring kill upside. Let's look at the last one. The first matchup of the LPL, Thundertalk, JDG. All right, so it's at 0.82. No. 1.7, so 0.8, so 0.83, 0.84, like 0.84. My math is bad today. So 0.92, 0.75, 0.94. About the same, but a little faster actually. About the same recently, but a tiny bit faster. So yeah, I'd say the kill upside today goes from Thundertalk JDG. I think they're all about the same, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, I know that's not going to help, but it actually gives you flexibility to who to long stack and who to short stack. I think if I have to take a stance, it's gonna be JDG. I think. Although Thundertalk has been playing slow, I don't know. That's a tough one because JDG could just blow out 15-5, and Thundertalk plays a little bit slower. Yeah, I think Top Esports and Weibo Gaming, I can definitely see that go blow up. So let's go with that. I think the marquee matchup, I think it's gonna have the highest kills today. So in the LPL. All right, for Korea, let's move over since we don't have much time left. Kwangdong Freaks over versus T1. I think T1 should win. I'm gonna say 2-0, but I think KDF is a live dog, and I don't really say that about many teams in Korea going up against T1, but I just feel like it's a trap game for T1. T1 has tied the longest win streak in the LCK history, and they have beat all the good teams. They've clinched the playoff spot. I know they're going for the record of just winning everything, going undefeated for the entire split, but I think Kwangdong Freaks' form has been up. I know Keen in the top lane will cause trouble against Zeus, I think, for T1. So I think Kwangdong Freaks has been good. They've been bad too. It's just that their range of outcomes has been big, except their ceiling is pretty high. I mean, they have shown me that Fate in the mid lane, and then Teddy and Hoyt have been playing pretty well. So I can definitely see Kwangdong Freaks can definitely pull this upset off. So I wouldn't rule out Kwangdong Freaks, in my opinion, unless the CGPM is really bad. So let's look at that. That's pretty bad. 0.59. So what is that? It's like 1.16, 0.08, 0.67. All right. So that's pretty slow. KDF plays slow. I want to look at, what is it, 0.75, 7559, 6. Playing a little faster. Yeah, I mean, they're playing faster, both teams. Then T1, but plays both teams been playing a bit faster lately. Okay, that's interesting. But I can definitely see Quantum Freaks pulls a path for pulling off upset off, but I mean it's very minimal. There's only like 1 or 2 ways that I think they can do it. Maybe in a team fight. And T1 makes some silly mistakes and Quantum Freaks snowballs, so I can see that. But I mean T1 should win generally. And Damwon Kia, I think Damwon Kia, I say it here, but they tend to beat up on good bottom tier teams like Nongshim. And Ghost has been the only one in good form lately. And I think Damwon Kia's bottom lane has been in form against bottom tier teams. So I like Damwon Kia to win here. 2-0. I don't think I'm gonna play any Nongshim. Unless this tells me otherwise right here. Let's see. .64. Jesus. Might fade both teams today. What is it? 0.68, 0.60. What is that? 0.65. Yeah, they're both slow. I don't know how else I can put it. Both teams play slow. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Otherwise, see you guys out there in DFS contests. But have a good one. Good luck.